Hi viewers, we're going to look at the earth signs, or people that feel that they have a lot of earth in their chart or just associate with earth and feel like they're an earthy kind of personality. Okay, now the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, or people that have a lot of that in their chart. They might be considering themselves an earth sort of personality. So we're going to look at your 2019, going into this new year, 2019. We're going to look at what does the spirit world need to say to you. Okay, I'm just going to see if we can channel some, see what comes up. Could be love life, could be personal, your own vision. We're just going to see what we get. Okay, let's have a look. So, you're coming up as the Six of Wands, Earth. Viewers, I think the Earth viewers had a good year. Or if they didn't have a good year, they did things really wise, smart, or intelligent, or they did something that's bringing them into 2019 in a really good way. Because the Six of Wands is a personal achievement card. See this guy, he's like feeling like he's got a wreath and he's, being celebrated somehow. It's a very personal celebration card. It's not like being celebrated by the world or anything. It's not like a world fame card, but it is a personally feeling good about something. So even if it was a hard year for you, Earth, and viewers that feel Earth, like Earth is in your chart, okay, even if that was a hard year for you, something you did here in the year and some way that you handled it was really, really good. Okay, or it brought you to a new level or new understanding. Now with this Ten of Wands here, I would say there was some tough times for the Earth people, okay? Because this Ten of Wands says, it might have even been a long stretch in the last few years with that Ten of Wands here. Because this is in the atmosphere and it is saying, things have been a little tough and maybe you're absolutely at the end of the hard stretch. If that's the case, that's probably good news, okay? It's been a long, hard stretch with that. Now with the Wheel of Fortune here in the middle, I feel like it really is the end of a hard stretch because all of a sudden things change. When you see the Wheel of Fortune in a reading, things are about to switch. If they've been one way, they could very, very quickly and unexpectedly turn around to exactly the opposite. So the Wheel of Fortune is a bit of a loaded cannon card. Okay, so I feel like if it's been really tough, things are about to, and because of the way you handled things going into, about to take a big switch for you here. So that's probably exciting news. Now here with this Eight of Cups, now this is an interesting card. Eight of Cups can sometimes mean, there's an old-fashioned word that goes with this card and it's indolence. And people don't use that word too much anymore. But my understanding of that word and this card is that you get to somewhere you thought you wanted and then you're not that sure you want it anymore. Sometimes that card feels like, well, I got what I wanted and I'm not sure I want it anymore sometimes. So there's a feeling of almost a dissatisfaction with where you got to here. And this is in the outcome. And so this is interesting. So I'm going to keep looking around here, see what we got. Looks like you did all this hard work. You handled things really well. Things are finally turning around. And yeah, it's still not exactly where you want it. It's still not, there's still some things to be done. And maybe you're even rethinking, what was it we were so after here in the past that was all this hard? What did we work so hard on? Is it really what we want? So this 2019 for the Earth people could be a real examining and a real inner searching. This card can also mean looking inside yourself for the answers to things, looking to find that missing cup. This guy's going away, he's looking for that missing cup. There could be, you could get to a place you want in 2019 here and then feel like, did I really want that after all? Is that really what I wanted? And sometimes getting to that place is the only way you're going to know. So it's actually worthy work, okay? But it can feel, there can be a bit of an emptiness to that card. Okay, now let's keep looking. Here's the advice here. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Judgment. Now the Six of Pentacles is things will work themselves out. So financially, I'm going to talk about this in a financial way because it is Pentacles. So financially things, and also physical body self. Pentacles can mean physical body issues too. So if there's health issues or financial issues, I'm feeling like this is saying to my Earth audience here, things will work themselves out better than you expect. So if you're having some issues around your physicality, you're having some issues with your health, I feel like that's probably good news. There might have been a bit of a wake-up call around health and or around your financial health. Okay, I feel like things are actually going to go a little better than you expect. So they might look bad going into the year, and then all of a sudden they kind of turn around and turn out, okay? But there could be something in the next year here for the Earth people that a place you get to that you might have worked really hard to get to and thought you really wanted, and all of a sudden you realize it isn't really what you want. Right? So that happens to us all sometimes, right? So a little inner searching, and we get to know ourselves better when those kind of things happen. So try not to stay too disappointed in that. If this happens sometime to you in the 2019, try not to stay too disappointed. Just have, take a little time off, internally search in yourself. Usually the answer when this card comes up is inside ourselves. So it's usually something emotional going on, and it's inside ourselves. And maybe we had to get all the way to that place before we could even know, that isn't really what I wanted after all. Okay, so don't get too discouraged there, okay? That's what I want to say. Let's have a look. We're going to overview it here. We have the Four of Swords and the Seven. Now this is interesting. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like there's going to be something held up here, and possibly some little, I feel like something financial has been put into motion maybe sometime late in 2019 or 18 and going into 2019. There's going to be 7 months before it really comes to fruition, okay? And so maybe you made an investment, or maybe there's something you're working on in your business strategies, and I feel like just be patient. Something that you put maybe 4 months ago even you put into play, okay, is going to take 7 months into the next year. So that would bring us July, right? Okay, so 7 months into next year, and you're going to see fruit from that. So you're going to need patience and perseverance for a particular project, it looks like, that feels like a financial one. And again, because that's Pentacles, that could even be a physical one. So you started an exercise program or a new eating regime or something, some healthful thing you're doing with your physical self, and be patient with yourself if that's the case. Because sometimes these things take time. It feels like a worthy thing, and it will come to fruition, but it's going to take some time. Now, let's look individually at the Earth. So we're going to start with Taurus, and we're going to pull a card for the Taurians watching and or people that have a lot of Taurus in their chart, and just further give a little information on your 2019. Let's have a look. We're going to look at one card for the Taurians. And I'm a Taurus too, so this is for me too. Now we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, okay, one of my favorite cards, moving out of troubled waters, and it is a sword. So it's a sword card, so it's verbally, mentally. So there could be a conversation. You could be getting better at speaking, public speaking, writing, something about anything to do with the swords here. You could be really having clarifying conversations with your partner, business partners. It feels like communications really clear up a lot, and you could find yourself finding the right words, the right kind of conversations, things like that. So it feels like things are getting smoother, especially in the areas of intellect, verbal thought, speaking, and that's actually good news, because us Taurians, we can be a little sluggish in those areas sometimes, and that's, I'm talking about myself there for sure. Okay, so this card says you're getting sharper, clearer, maybe becoming a better communicator. And I don't know, that's good news, I think. Okay, let's have a look at Virgos. We'll pull a card for the Virgos here. Virgo viewers and people that have Virgo in your chart in a prominent place, and you probably know who you are if you know about charts. Let's have a look. We've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups. Now, yeah, Guy's a Virgo. Yeah. Ava's a Virgo, isn't she? As well. Yep. Virgo, yeah. So, yeah, the crew are Virgos. Okay, so we're talking to the crew here too.
Yay, Virgo.
Yay. So we have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, deeply psychologically intelligent. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on with the King of Cups. Sometimes the King of Cups, some of the dark side of the King of Cups is overuse of substance. So substance abuse or overuse and or using substance, you know, to an extreme and or to self-medicate. So there may be a caution there to some viewers, Virgo viewers, to be aware of their use, you know, smoking various things and or drinking and or any other kind of substances that could be considered, you know, toxic to the body. So just being aware and cautious about that, okay? And it's a deeply psychologically intelligent card. So, you know, possibly really just paying attention to your intuition, Virgo, and really paying attention to your gut and what you're knowing, your deep knowing and your, you know, understanding of human nature, things like that, because this king is very wise and very intelligent. Maybe if you're struggling with, you know, what kind of career to go into, this could be a healer. This is truly, the King of Cups is masterful with emotions. And of course, there's ways we can abuse that, but in the most positive sense, that could be a healer or some kind of psychologist or somebody that truly helps mankind, especially with their emotional issues. So that's an interesting message there. Let's have a look for the Capricorns. People with Capricorn in their birth charts or who are Capricorns. So we've got the Nine of Wands. Now the Nine of Wands is very much, this guy's looking pretty tired out here. The Nine of Wands has been through a lot, and I feel like there's a little bit more hardship here going into 2019 for the Capricorns. There might be something that's been really hard, okay, and you've worked so hard on, maybe you've been in college, university, your job's been really hard lately, something, your finances have been tough, wherever that falls in your, you know, your life and your world, okay, and if that makes any sense, this card asks you to hang in there. Things are going to get better. The good news about nines is they go to tens, and then the thing ends, and then it starts again at a 1. So, you know, the good news about this is you have it in you to finish up whatever this hard, you know, sort of line of things that have been going on. If this guy has it in him to do just the little bit more he's going to need, and then I feel like there's a shift coming here. Okay, so a little beginning in the 2019, there could be something carrying over that's been really hard, and I feel like you're seeing really the end of the hardship here. When you see a 9, 10s come after 9s, and then comes a 1 again. So new beginnings. Okay, so you're not quite at the new beginning yet, but I feel like there's some things being left behind in 2018, and you're going a little bit into 2019 with something sort of hovering over, but you're almost to the end of a cycle that's been really hard. Okay, so I hope that's helpful to you. And I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and Earth signs in particular we were just talking to. Okay, and to my viewers, Happy New Year.